What's going on, everybody? Tyrell here. If you like crypto, on this channel, I bring together the fundamentals and the technicals to curate valuable information to help you on your journey. A free way to support this channel is to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And on this video, we are giving away $100 to someone at random because we hit the 100 subscriber milestone. So thank you guys all so much for subscribing. It really means a lot, and it incentivizes me to continue to get better and put out more content out there to not only help you, but to help guide you and do your own research as we navigate the crypto space. So let's get into this, share my screen. So we are currently at 115 subscribers. Once again, thank you guys all so much. So how we're going to do this is go to this video where I'm going to choose a random comment. I'm going to pause myself because you don't need two of me talking. Take this URL, go here, paste this, filter duplicate users. We're going to go ahead and include replies, get the YouTube comments, 43 unique comments. Start, pick a winner. Winner, chicken dinner, Robert Mills. Best of luck for next milestone. Robert, go ahead and slide into my DMs through my Instagram handle. I'll put this in this empty space right here in the middle, and we will coordinate the $100 giveaway. So, or feel free to reply to this video in the comments, and we'll just go from there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move this. Looking at the total crypto market cap, we're currently sitting at $1.57 trillion. And nothing significant has happened in the past 24 hours. It's not like another country has accepted Bitcoin as legal tender. Let's go ahead and look at the altcoin market, currently sitting at $872 billion. In due time, let's see if more and more money comes into the crypto market as there's more regulatory certainty. And yeah, we're just like out of this sideways stagnant motion. Go ahead and close these out. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, we're currently at 44.45%, and it looks like it may be rising in the short term. So let's go ahead and drill in at the 4 hours, possibly at this resistance line. I wouldn't necessarily use like support and resistance for Bitcoin dominance, because I don't think like people necessarily look at that when they're like buying an asset. You know, they only necessarily look at Bitcoin dominance if they're like converting, say like from ETH to BTC. So like if you convert ETH into BTC, it's kind of at a low, but if you converted ETH into BTC at a high, you would have gotten more BTC for your ETH, but now you're getting less BTC for your ETH at these lower marks. So take that into consideration when you're converting from crypto to crypto. Like for stuff like this, it doesn't take into account the fiat value. So be aware. Looking at Bitcoin, we are at $37,000, and hopefully we can just like round out from this area here and go much higher. As I've like mentioned previously, we are in this like accumulation zone. So what a lot of people are doing are just accumulating, like myself. What I do with my Bitcoin, I deposited some of it onto a platform called Vauld, which I'll leave in the video description, so check it out. And I earn yield at like 6.7% over a month. And that is automatically deposited back into my wallet to earn compound interest, which is smart for a scarce asset. As more and more people have demand for the scarce asset, there's going to be increased competition for it. So what you should do is take your Bitcoin and put it onto like cold storage so you can secure it, be self-sovereign, be your own bank, and hope that the FBI doesn't hack you and steal your Bitcoin. So I joke and I kid. Looking at this accumulation zone, we're going to go to this tweet by Will Clementi. So this is his analysis. I can just shout him out. Long-term holders keep stacking, short-term holders keep selling. The TLDR of it is short-term holders selling offset buying by long-term holders by negative 31,000 over the last month. However, long-term holders are now offsetting short-term holders by plus 32,000 over the last week, up nearly 6,000 in the last 24 hours. Might see another short-term move down, but accumulation process almost complete. So people are still accumulating. And what I said last video, or 2 videos ago, my fear is we can potentially see like a short-term dip down here to get people like freaked out and sell, and then some people just like scoop up down here. That's my fear. Hopefully, price just goes up from here. But in the meantime, like it's just in this accumulation zone within this like range. So price could just like do like this until we get like a directional bias, like either we go up or we go down. Granted, like I don't have like a crystal ball to predict anything. I just like look at the charts. This is what it looks like. And for people that do make like price predictions, like tell me the ways. Like if you get or you can tell me exactly where price is going to be at this day, then you shouldn't even be doing that. Like you're making a lot of money. Looking at Ethereum, currently just under 2,500, so no fireworks yet. Maybe we're gonna have to wait until July 4th for the fireworks. That's just like the crypto market right now. So looking at some news, El Salvador's Bitcoin bill raises issues. IMF spokesperson Jerry Rice, not the football player, said El Salvador's plan to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender raises macroeconomic, financial, and legal issues, which it does because we've never been here before. Like this is a brand new currency and a sovereign nation is accepting it as legal tender. So there's a lot of opportunities, but also a lot of concerns that need to be worked out in the future as this space progresses forward into time. The part that caught my interest was adding that conversations will include the Article 4 review of El Salvador. So they're going to send like some economists down to El Salvador to check out how Bitcoin being legal tender affects this economy and its role in the larger economy. So it'll be interesting to see the results of that review. They'll probably see an underbanked and unbanked population that needs access to financial services, which Bitcoin provides. Because if they most likely have a cell phone where they can download an app and have access to the internet, they can participate in this brand new financial ecosystem. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops. Now, going into DeFi, the World Economic Forum actually just put out a DeFi policymaker toolkit. So this is actually like super useful for like politicians that want to wrap their head around DeFi. So within this white paper, it explains what is DeFi, what are the characteristics of DeFi, how it operates, how it interacts with all these other different protocols out there, what it aims to do in terms of like financial services, what are some of the risks involved, describing those risks as well. And the TLDR of it is, too long didn't read, is this part here. What is clear is that DeFi represents a distinct and potentially significant development, both within the landscape of blockchain and of financial services more generally. As this report has documented, DeFi presents a host of opportunities and many challenges. Even when there are no clear answers, policymakers are best served by considering the right questions to ask, appreciating the points of interaction and tension with their regulatory regimes, and estimating the costs and benefits of various courses of action. So if you wanted to read this entire report, I'm actually going to leave this in the video description. It's super useful information to get your head around DeFi, because it's honestly such a big thing and it's going to disrupt the financial services industry in a massive way, because you're allowed to have a trustless, decentralized um, method of participating in a financial services industry. So you don't need to go to a bank to get a loan or deposit cash or anything like that. Like all you need is an internet connection at this point. And it would make a lot of like the traditional financial ecosystem like redundant in a way. Because like if you can borrow and lend and earn a reward for participating in this brand new financial ecosystem, then if you know how to use it and know the risks involved, then like you should be allowed to use it. Um, that's my 2 cents. Once again, that's not financial advice, but like I see the massive opportunity for DeFi because like in like a space of a couple years, we already have $59 billion in total value locked. And for me, I'm thinking of this being able to grow in orders of magnitude. So not just 59 billion, but 590 billion. That's a little over half a trillion, then 1 trillion, then 10 trillion, and then we'll just go from there in decentralized finance. So that's not just like lending and borrowing. You have like insurance, you have credit, you have all these other different financial primitives that you only need an internet connection to participate in. And think of like the opportunity in places like El Salvador, or in Ethiopia, or in Ghana, or in Vietnam. You know what I mean? Like, as long as these people have a phone and an internet connection, they can participate in this ecosystem, and it would help a lot of people, I believe. But of course, there's a lot of kinks to work out. This is brand new stuff. Like, who knows all the risks involved? So, with like that toolkit and a lot of these people like interacting with it, trying to break it, it's just going to build a more robust system. Because like if you can earn a yield at say like 5, 7, 10, 20%, I've showed you like 38%, that honestly beats the US inflation of 5%. So like unless you got a raise in the past year more than 5%, you lost purchasing power. All right, so US inflation is highest in 13 years as prices surge 5%. But they hide down here, overall prices jumped at 9.7% annualized rate. And if you look at wood, that's up like 5, 6, 700%. So unless you got that much more money in percentages, your money's not stretching as far. And did the products get better? No, it's because inflation, and like the Fed printed a whole bunch of money to keep the system going. And who does that hurt? I'm gonna stop sharing. Like inflation hurts people that are lower on the economic ladder. So like if you're saving, you're losing money. Um, if you don't hold assets, you're hurt more. If you're renting, you're probably going to be paying a higher rent. Who does it reward? It rewards people that have assets like real estate or stocks, or if you have crypto and your purchasing power has like either stayed consistent or it's like a lot stronger now because you invested in assets. And that's like the TLDR of it. Like inflation sucks, and it's honestly going to hit like a ton of bricks soon enough. Like you have to be prepared for that. And like just looking at some reports where inflation is at nearly 10%, the stated objective of the Fed is it's supposed to be at 2%. But even Jerome Powell was just like, hey, we're going to allow inflation to go a little bit higher because it's been at near zero. But I mean, now it's at 10. That's insane. So it's just going to hurt some people. They're going to realize like, oh, things got a lot more expensive. And they're just like, why? So be aware of that. Once again, thank you guys all for subscribing. It really means a lot. And we're just going to keep this thing running and rolling. So this is Tyrell. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.